Hi everyone, it is time for a new video, and today is going to be yet another color cover reading vlog situation. And we are going to be reading green covers today. So I have three main physical books that I really want to get to that just fell apart, but the first one here is Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. I have had this recommended so many times that I'm just like, why have I not read this? And it is supposed to be like a historical fantasy romance. It's set in the Regency era. It has like fairy tale vibes, and the main character sells like half of her soul for something or something like that. I don't remember, but I love the thought of like a historical fantasy romance. Then a book that I absolutely need to get to is A Far Wilder Magic by Alison Saft. So this is a little bit of a like darker cover that's not just green, but it has like the green grass and whatever, like there's green. So I just need to read this, so yes. And the last physical book that I really want to prioritize is To Heaven to Hoax by Martha Waters. So if it doesn't work out right now, I do have like another video that I could put this in like in the new year, so it's not necessarily the biggest priority, but I feel like I've had this book on my TBR for 1,000 years. Then I think I bought this copy this year, and I'm just like, what am I waiting for? You know, that is that. But before, you know, I shut up, I do have some I have an ebook and an audiobook that I really want to read. Actually I have two. Okay, I have a few things. I'm gonna try to speed this up, but I'm very excited, and I do think there's a chance I will read some of this today because I want an audiobook, and I have like some other physical books that I want to read for other videos, so we'll see, but whatever. So I have a historical romance novella that's called In Which Margot Halifax Earns Her Shocking Reputation by Alexandra Basti. So one of my friends basically described her books as like, if you like Tessa Dare, you would like them as well. And so I'm just like, absolutely. Tessa Dare has not had a new book in a long time because of some health issues, and I miss her books so much. I have not read all of them, but you know, I'm trying to save them for later, and I just miss that feeling. Like, her books are so special to me, and if there's anything that can be even close to that, I want it. And this is a historical romance novella, obviously super green, and I'm also like, I do definitely want to read multiple. I have another historical romance that I might as well mention now, because like historical romances just always kill it with the color schemes. Like, all of them basically have, or most of them, like one color as the main color on the cover. And the one that I want to read as well is Say Yes to the Princess by Karis Michaels. So I think this cover is super cute, and there's obviously a lot of green. I love the green and the orange. I think it's just such a beautiful vibe. It does actually have more of a spring vibe, but I do not care. I have the audiobook. I want to listen to it. I just feel like winter and fall and just like colder months feel like the perfect time for me to read historical romance. And I've been wanting to read this for at least like 2 months, and I've been wanting to save it for this video specifically. So I do think that I will actually start with this. I do want to start it today. So that is that. Obviously, we're going to find more along the way, and I'm super excited though. I just love these videos. I do want to do more fun reading vlogs in the new year that are not just this, because I feel like that is like all that I've been doing this year. But you know what? I'm not mad at it, because I just like love doing these. I love the fact that I can read a mixture of genres, but there's still that like common thread that is just like the color. There's just something so satisfying about it for me. And yeah, so I will shut up now, and I will talk to you soon with some reading updates today. And yeah, let me know what your favorite green books are, or any green books that you want to read. It is not the most common color, but I do feel like there's quite a lot of them. So let's go and read some books. Hello everyone. So it is still the same day. I'm currently reading in bed, but before I update you on, I did start the Say Yes to the Princess by Karis Michaels, and look at me actually sticking to what I told you I would do. And I got to like 43%-ish. And I will tell you about that in 1 second, but I just realized like 30 minutes ago that it is my 8th YouTube anniversary today. And I will just mention it in this vlog because like I'm not really doing any other like casual unplanned vlog, and I also don't have anything planned. Normally I try to do some kind of special video or whatever, but this year it's kind of sad because like while 8 is not like 10, you know, or like 5 or like a specific milestone, 8 is my favorite number and still obviously a lot, and I don't really have money right now to be able to celebrate in any like fancy way or even not fancy, but I do think I want to at least like go to the bookstore, look around, and there is a shop that has really cheap books that I recently found out about, and it's called The Works. And I thought it was just like I was basically looking for books on sale online, and I found out like that it's a shop that exists physically and online, and it only has like super basic, very popular books, but there were actually some things that I would be interested in. So I just kind of think maybe I will look there and at least like get a coffee or whatever. I don't drink coffee. I a hot chocolate. So I think I will do that. And so I'm gonna leave the house and I'm gonna read outside. I didn't actually tell you what the Siesta of the Princess is about. So let's talk about that before I head out. So it's also so fucking weird because like it's 4:30 p.m. right now, which like is basically the middle of the day for me considering like my sleep schedule, but it is already dark as shit outside and I'm like, I'm just about to head out. Like, I don't know, it's so weird. And let me know what time it gets dark for you where you live, because this is something I've been thinking about a lot, which is like there's actually a difference between Central Europe and like Scotland. Who would have thought? But Edinburgh is like at the south of Scotland, and even though that's the case, it is still like in the north, and it gets dark here a lot later in the summer, even goes up to like 9:30, and then in the winter it gets dark even earlier than most other places, or like a lot of other places, which is at 4 right now, and it's not even like the worst that it will be, you know. So let me know because I was recently thinking about it. Like a lot of my friends live kind of like a bit more where it's like a little more balanced, and I just like it's fascinating, honestly. Anyway, Siesta the Princess is very fun so far. So the little line on Goodreads says that a princess in exile searches for her lost brother and falls for the devastatingly charming scoundrel sent to thwart her. So we have our heroine, who basically is like a French princess in exile living with the British royal family. And the hero is, they call it the royal fixer at the palace, and he's basically hired to shut her up because she sees her long lost brother, who was, I guess, like the French prince, and he's been lost for 10 years. Everyone thought that he was dead, but clearly there's like a mystery there, and she sees him and she's like, he is alive and I need to find him. And so the hero is supposed to just like kind of distract her, take her away from something that clearly the British royalty is trying to hide and whatever. And it is very fun. So they both like, at first the hero is supposed to like distract her, but then like she kind of ends up distracting him. And I really like their dynamic. I'm not like fully in love with it. It's probably not gonna be a 5-star, but it is really fun. I feel like the plot is very like kind of like action-packed. It's not just about the romance. There's a lot going on outside of it, which isn't always my favorite thing, but I do think that like once we get more of the romance, more content, and it dives deeper in, I'm gonna like it even more. But I really like reading books like this, even when it's not my preference necessarily. I'm happy to have a recommendation like this because I know there's obviously a lot of people who care about plot outside of romance a lot more than me. So it's a great start, so I am very happy, and so I will keep reading that. I will probably finish it. Hello everyone, so just a very quick update. I have not read any more since I last talked to you, but I did end up buying a little bit of sushi to celebrate. I wasn't going to, but I thought I would buy at least like a little, like at least a little bit, and Sushi is my favorite thing ever, and so if I ask myself what food I want to celebrate, it is always sushi. And I got a little treat. So I have set a goal to not buy any books before the end of the year unless they're on sale. And like I told you, there's the Works store, and so I went there and I got Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher for £6. What a deal. The normal price is £10, and so basically almost half price. So highly recommend you check out that website. And so I'm so happy, and I'm like, it is so funny because like obviously also this is purple, so it would have been perfect for the purple video, but it is perfect even today because I'm so excited for this. I actually have one more book to read in the what's it called? The fine print whatever series, but this is the newest book, and I don't know, I'm super excited. I just love Lauren Asher's writing. It's so fun, it's so entertaining. I am super excited. So last time I went there, I literally had the thought, like I knew this book recently came out. They had some of the other books by Lauren Asher, and so I thought maybe next time it will be there. And guess what? It was there today. So I'm super, super happy about that. And I will shut up now. I will call my mom and I'll dive into the sushi, and then we're gonna do more reading. And I'm just like, I'm feeling really happy and really grateful that I'm still here. And I don't think I'm gonna have like a long speech because like this video just started and I don't want to talk about this for ages, but it has been 8 years and it is a lot to take in because like not much. So much has changed, but not much has changed. My channel, this was actually not even the channel that I started with. It was like I had a main channel and then this was the vlog channel. And so technically this did not start 8 years ago, but the other one did. And so that is what I celebrate. But I gave up on that one, and I've obviously been doing this one, and I have not grown subscribers at all. I never even reached 1,000 subscribers, and it's just like, how am I still here after 8 years? Honestly, I'm not very proud of it. I struggle to feel proud, and I'm just like, literally, it's not like, you know, it is just like, yeah. But at the same time, I think if there's one thing that's impressive about this is that I have managed to keep doing this for 8 years, and I don't know, hopefully by maybe next year, you know, a miracle is gonna happen and it is going to grow. I don't know, but I love doing this. And even if there are just, you know, 5 people watching this right now, I am so happy and grateful that you are watching this. It means a lot to me. It is also easy to feel like no one is watching because I don't get a lot of comments, but I love every single one of you that comments all the time, and I appreciate it so much. I will shut up now and I will talk to you very soon. But I'm in such a strong reading mood, and that is gonna be my way of celebrating today. So let's do that. Hi everyone, so it is the next day and I'm here with some updates. I am just chilling in bed. I'm not wearing green, but I did do my eye makeup in a green color, so I have been doing some reading, so I had to update you. So I have been living in this thing basically the whole winter, and you're gonna keep seeing it because it's like the warmest piece of clothing I have, and it's really cold. And so is it like the prettiest thing there is? Absolutely not, but it does the job. So I finished Say Yes to the Princess by Karis Michaels yesterday, and it was fun. I kind of have slightly mixed feelings, but I did enjoy it. It is a really fun historical romance. It was a really quick read. I mean, like, I read it within 2 days. Basically 2 sittings, I feel like. And I enjoyed the 2 main characters and the romance, but I think my main problem, like I think I already mentioned, is there's a lot of plot outside the romance, but at the same time, it's not even, like, it's not even what I thought it would be. Like, it doesn't evolve the way that I would expect, and so I feel like even the plot outside of it is not what I wish it was. And so it also at the same time took away from the romance for me, and I wanted more content, and it kind of kept me from fully connecting with the main characters. So I ended up giving it 3.5 stars, but I still enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to have it as a recommendation for other people who do like more plot outside the romance. And I do feel like I only read one other book by Karis Michaels, which was A Duchess a Day. I also absolutely love that cover, and it kind of had a similar vibe to this, and I think I don't remember it very well, but I do think there was a lot of plot in that one as well. So even though historical romance generally has kind of more plot sometimes than contemporary romance, it just feels like most of the ones that I read, at least, focus so much on the romance of the two main characters, and this was just like not like that. It was not the same, so it wasn't fully for me, but I do think it's a really fun book. It's fast-paced, it's exciting. I liked the like kind of princess of the like slightly bodyguard vibe. The forced proximity and the two main characters are great. The hero is very respectful, and even though he's like hiding this thing from the heroine, he doesn't want to ever like hurt her or anything like that. And the heroine is very headstrong and fun, and so I liked that. So that is our first book finished, but I started a new book that I actually might not have mentioned to you, I'm not sure, but it is a book I have on my anticipated 2023 releases, and it was on Libro FM as an audiobook, and so I had to download it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So it's called Didn't See That Coming by Jessie Q. Satanto, and first of all, this cover is so cute, and I just feel like the color combination is so satisfying. And when I looked at the synopsis, I was just like, okay, I know what I want. Like, I was not sure what I was in the mood for, and then I saw this and I was like, okay, I want to read exactly a book like this, like a lighthearted YA contemporary. So this has the "you've got mail" trope. And basically, the description on Goodreads says that it is a hilariously fresh and romantic send-up to You've Got Mail about a gamer girl with a secret identity and the online bestie she's never met IRL until she unwittingly transfers to his school. And so we have our two main characters, Kiki, and I guess I shouldn't say the other character's name, even though, like, I do feel like it's very obvious, but it's not in the synopsis, so I won't get into that, but whatever. We have Kiki, who is a gamer, and she basically, in the main game that she plays, I don't remember the name, she pretends to be a guy, because she basically started it as just, you know, a girl, and there was just so much misogyny, so many comments, disgusting things, and she got sick of it, and she just wanted to play the game without any distractions, without people, you know, not taking her seriously, and so she made a name that made it seem like she's a guy, even though she is not, and she's been friends with this guy on there for like a year, and they're quite close, and they, you know, talk all the time and play all the time, and turns out he is at her new school that she transfers to. And so love Kiki, like I love the romance sort of that's starting, like I like the male character, the love interest, he is super cute. And so I'm enjoying that. The main thing that's like slightly hindering my enjoyment so far is there is basically a lot of bullying at this school. Like there's this shitty guy that Kiki meets who is just like an asshole and, you know, misogynistic, gross, all of that. And so, like, obviously, you know, we have a villain, it's normal, like, but a lot of other kids start being assholes as well, and I'm just like, this is horrible. And it's been going on. I got to, like, 43%, so I'm close to the halfway point, and so much of the first half is about that, and I'm just like, that really sucks, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing for that to be included, but it's obviously not fun to read about, and I thought that this was just, like, a cute, light romance. But I do think that the second half is hopefully going to focus more on this romance and whatever. And I do love the "you've got mail" trope so much. And I don't remember reading it in a YA book. So I like that so far. We are kind of having now some development of like the secret identity. And I'm excited to see how it plays out. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it besides the bullying. And so I'm really happy that I picked it up. And honestly, I think there's a high chance I'm going to be finishing it within the next few hours. Because like it is exactly what I needed when it comes to how like entertaining it is and how easy to read it is. And so I'm really happy about that. And before I go though, I remembered a book that is green that I got recently, which is Tastes Like Shakar by Nisha Sharma. And I did not know. I basically kind of forgot that I read Dating Dr. Dill by this author, which I thought it was last year, but I think it probably was last year, but it feels like ages ago. And then I saw this book at the bookstore and I thought it was like an author that I didn't know. And then I found out it's the Dr. Dill author. And I really enjoyed that book a lot. And I like this cover, and I saw some like tropes and little things on Instagram or something, and it sounded so good. And so I think this could be really fun. And I feel like this color is not, it is green. I think it is green. I feel like it looks more blue on camera. Whatever. I want to read this. So I don't know if I'm going to pick it up tonight, and I do have work the next few days, which I'm gone the whole day, and I basically never read anything in the evening, so I don't know, but I wanted to tell you, because I definitely would love to get to it in this video. So yeah. Hi everyone, so it's time for an update. I don't have any makeup on, but I am wearing this green jumpsuit that just arrived. I ordered it like 2 weeks ago. I was scared it wouldn't arrive, but it did. I have quite a few updates. It's been a long week. It's been a rough week. I have been having, kind of a crisis in many ways. We're not gonna get into it right now, but I have been doing some reading, so I'm so excited for this video, but I think I need to chill out. Yeah, my anxiety has been really bad, and seasonal depression is, you know, on the rise, and it's not the best time, and I did not have strength to put makeup on today, and you know what? Who cares? Anyway, let's talk about the reading that's been happening. So, first of all, I did finish, let me find the book. Didn't See That Coming by Jessie Q. Satanto, and I have such incredibly mixed feelings about it. Like, yeah, basically, as I told you, like, I was loving the romance. Like, the romance in this was just, like, everything I could ask for, and I feel like it's just like, I don't know, I think that it's actually harder to write a romance within YA where you really feel like the characters are right for each other, and you know that they can have like a solid relationship where you root for them so hard and you're like, oh my gosh, I want them to kiss and get together and like all of that. I feel like it's harder, at least in my opinion, than an adult romance. Because, like, I think it's also maybe because in adult romance, you have more of the, like, tension and chemistry, and in YA, obviously, that's a bit different. In this, I was just really convinced that, you know, like, they were so cute. I was rooting for them so hard, but the romance was not at the center of the story at all, which is not a bad thing, you know, but I just, again, there was so much painful stuff in this book. And again, that's also not a bad thing, but I just loved the romance so much that I wish we had more of it, because in the end, I feel like we just got a taste, and I loved it, but there was just so much of the bullying and so many of the other things, and there's a plot line in it that I absolutely despised, and I love the, like, secret identity when it's done well, and I don't want to say it wasn't done well in this book, but it was done in a very painful way that was just, like, really shitty for Kiki, our main character, and I just wish she didn't have to go through all of that. But at the same time, the book addressed really important things, like just misogyny within the gaming world, within this private school, and, like, so many things around that I think were really important and great, but I just, like, yeah, so I did not rate this book, because, like, partially I'm just like, it was incredible, but partially I just, like, did not enjoy a lot of the reading experience because of all the, like, horrible things that were happening. And so it's like, I definitely would recommend this book. I would definitely love to read more of this author, but the things that actually just, like, happened were just not fun. And they don't have to be fun. But yeah, just, you know, go into this book knowing that it is not just like a lighthearted romance. It deals with some really painful things. And so, yeah. So I don't know if that made sense. I honestly can't really make sense of my feelings because, like, partially I loved it and partially I just, like, did not at all. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm super excited to read more of this author because I feel like if the plot was completely different and if there was more of the romance, I would have absolutely adored it. So she has like so many different books. It's really impressive. But and the last thing that I want, actually second to last. I don't know if I mentioned it in this video that I really want to read, in which Margot Halifax earns her shocking reputation by Alexandra Vasti. I have been in such a strong historical reading mood that I want to read more, and I feel like a novella is exactly what I need right now to just, like, you know, yeah. And then I am really feeling drawn, like I told you, to this book. The only issue is, once again, I just have been struggling so hard with reading physical books when there's not natural light outside. I don't know if that's normal. Probably not, but it just makes such a huge difference for me, and I'm like dying to read the physical books, but it's just like so exhausting for some reason. I hate that, but I feel like this book is also gonna be just so like immersive that like once I start, I'm not gonna want to stop reading, and again, like I desperately want that experience. So maybe I will also give that a try tonight. We will see, but that is what's going on, and I will talk to you very soon. Hi everyone. So it's been, I think, like 2 days and I don't fully remember the last update, but I have done quite a lot of reading. I haven't finished anything yet, but I've basically made progress in all the things that I started telling you about, and my mood has just become so weird. What do we start with? Let's start with the thing that I actually will tell you about the least right now, I think, which is the historical romance in which Margot Halifax earns her shocking reputation. It is super fun. I'm not saying that I won't tell you anything because it's shit, because it's bad. It is great. I got to 29%, but since it's a novella, I just, you know, feel like I should talk to you about it when I'm finished with it, because I probably won't have like groundbreaking thoughts. And before I forget, something I'm super excited for to do after this, because I don't want to read two of the same genre at the same time, is after I finish this, I want to pick up His Study in Scandal by Megan Frampton. I love Megan Frampton so much. I've read a lot of her books, and this is the second book in her newest series, and I have the audiobook. I just really want to read that after this. She's just one of my favorite authors, and again, I am in a strong historical reading mood. However, I feel like today I was just like not feeling it for some reason. Again, my mood is so fucking confusing. But the thing that I'm actually the most excited about right now is I have also made progress in Tastes Like Shakar by Nisha Sharma, and oh my god, I am so happy. I do not understand why I have not heard anyone talk about this book. Like, I know that dating Dr. Dill was super popular, and like not necessarily that everyone loved it. I do know some people thought it was like cringy or too over the top, I don't know, but I have not heard anyone talk about this. Like literally when I saw it at the store, I thought it was a book by a new author, like, you know, just something that I never heard of before. And then I realized, and I was like, I have to read it, because I did actually really enjoy dating Dr. Dill. So I read it in April of last year, and to be honest, I don't remember like super a lot of details about it, but I do know that I had a fun time with it. I think I gave it like 4 stars. I think I'm liking this even more. Like, I don't know, it's just like, it's just so entertaining, super fun, so easy to read, and just exactly what I was in the mood for right now, which like I didn't think I was. We have Bobby and Bunty, and Bobby basically is a wedding planner and Bunty is a chef, and they have common friends who are basically the couple from Dating Dr. Dill, which we love to see. And guess what? The two of them are planning their wedding together, sort of. So basically Bobby is the planner and Bunty is like the chef, but he ends up kind of like helping her in more of the wedding stuff, because basically they find out that there's someone trying to sabotage the wedding, and so that forces them to work together. And it's also hate to love, because the first time that they met, they just like, there was a misunderstanding and Bunty said something stupid, and so, you know, Bobby has been annoyed about it ever since, but obviously they still have chemistry, and I'm just like living for it. It is probably not gonna be something that like, it is just the kind of like indulgent, super fun book. And I love the wedding planning, I love the vibe, I love the aunties are here again from the first book. They're super fun, and I feel like there's a lot of side characters in this, just like the first book, and honestly in this one it might feel like even more because of the wedding and like all the shenanigans around it. But I feel like Nisha Sharma manages to like make it work, you know, that it doesn't feel overwhelming, and that says a lot because I am someone who does not necessarily easily like side characters in romance, because I always complain about, you know, like it taken away from the romance. And that's not to say that I love good side characters. It's just hard to satisfy that part of the book for me, because sometimes it takes over the romance, but what I want is a balance between the two, and I want all the content in the romance and the side characters, and I feel like so far I think that's gonna be great in this book. So I'm so happy. They have such fun banter and chemistry, and this is the type of hate to love that I love. Like, again, it's super hard, even harder than the side characters, for me to like hate to love, especially in a contemporary romance. And this is just working for me so well, and I again do not understand why no one has talked about this. And I think like there's like I'm not gonna get into it, but there was like a comment that suggests something that's gonna happen between them when their relationship develops, and I'm so here for it, and it's gonna be so fun. And like, it was just like, I don't know, like what the fuck is everyone doing? Like, obviously I'm not even halfway through, but this is so good and I'm so happy. So we will keep reading, and it also says a lot. I have been making progress. I have mentioned it many times at this point that I normally don't like reading physical books when it's dark outside, like with the artificial light. I don't know if that's like super stupid, but especially when it's late in the day, like at night, you know, at like 11 p.m. or almost midnight right now. It's just like you want to just get comfy and maybe read on your phone. But I want to keep reading this. And it's not even a floppy paperback. Like, it's really hard to hold it so I don't break the spine, but I don't give a shit because this is so good. Yeah, so like hate to love, forced proximity, planning a wedding, like sign me up. So I will shut up now. But I'm so happy about this. And yeah, so maybe next time I talk to you, I will have finished all the books. We will see. Hi everyone, so I think my last update was also in bed, and I think I was wearing this. As for Tastes Like Shakar, that is actually the only one I have not finished yet. I got to page 230 and I only have 100 pages. And basically the only reason is that on Friday after work, I was like, I need to finish this. Like, I literally was looking forward to like the knowledge that, you know, to the thought of reading it when I get home, and it like got me through the day. It felt so wonderful. But then I was in bed trying to read and I started falling asleep. I was like, how dare you, body? You know, obviously not because of the book. I was just exhausted, and so I decided to leave it for I think maybe tonight I'm gonna finish it. If not tonight, then tomorrow morning, because like this book is incredible. I'm loving it so much, and again, I think I mentioned it. I can't believe I have not heard anyone talk about it. So I'll tell you my final thoughts obviously when we finish it, but I think it's gonna be a 5-star read. I finished the novella that I thought I would enjoy, you know, obviously. I never read books that I don't think I'm gonna enjoy, but in which Margot Halifax earns her shocking reputation. And if I mentioned it in this video that you can get it through the author's newsletter, that's unfortunately not true anymore. However, they're gonna be published as actual books, and that is very exciting because this book is incredible. Like, I literally gave it 5 stars. and I loved every second. Like, the chemistry in this is basically like the hero has been in love with the heroine for 1,000 years, not literally, but he just thought he wasn't good enough for her because she's a lady and he's, you know, poor or whatever, and he's just like such a gentleman, and he's just like so sweet and nice and kind, but also very sexy and fun. And it was just like so steamy and amazing. And Margot is absolutely iconic. And I literally want to dive into all the other books. Like, this was sweet and steamy and fun. Such a quick read. And there's a road trip and they have to like keep each other warm, and like so many good tropes. And if I didn't describe the plot, I think I'm not actually going to tell you more because it is like 80 pages or something, but it's so worth the read. I'm diving into the other books immediately. The only thing is, I will be reading, I think I told you that I'll read his study in Scandal by Megan Frampton. I'm having a lot of fun with this so far. The two main characters basically kind of like have a one-night stand, and then they find out that the hero is basically not engaged yet, but like is planning on getting engaged to the heroine's stepdaughter. So basically the stepdaughter is like basically her age, and she is a widow, and so a fun setup. I am enjoying it so far. I'm not like completely in love with it yet, but it's a fun time, and Megan is one of my favorite authors, and I love her, and I am having fun with it. So I do think I will be finishing that as well, because tomorrow I have quite a long time before the flight, and I am in a strong reading mood. So I'll talk to you very soon. Hello everyone, so I'm still here and I'm gonna make this update quick. I will be going to the airport in 20 minutes. But I just finished Tastes Like Sugar, and I just want, obviously I could have talked to you without having the book, but I just love holding the book up, and you know, like, I have a little bit more time to talk to you because obviously I won't be taking it with me. But oh my god, I loved this so much, and it is a 5-star, and I'm so happy. Again, first of all, cannot believe that this book needs more hype, and second of all, I'm so excited for any other books that Nisha Sharma is gonna write, and she actually has quite a few backlist titles, and also I think 2 YA romances, and so I also need to give those a try. But I am hoping, I need to check that the next book is gonna come out next year, and I need it immediately. Like, that just became one of my most anticipated releases. We also get a taste of like what the book is gonna be about, and I'm so ready. And just, oh my god, the romance in this was incredible. Again, it is so hard for me to like hate to love, but I felt like it was done incredibly well. The banter is incredible. There's a part of the book that basically the two of them have to be kind of in a long distance relationship, and even like they don't immediately obviously call it like an official relationship, but I need more of that. I just adore texts in books, and there were so many texts, and it was so exciting. It made the time that they had together so special, and it was just absolutely incredible. And I loved all the like wedding planning. I love the fact that it's, you know, for the couple from the first book, and all the family dynamics were incredible. There was a scene near the end of the book that made me so, like, that literally made me tear up because it was so sweet and meaningful, and it is just incredible. It like came together so wonderfully well, and I adored every second, and I am so happy. So I would tell you more, but I need to go. But I'm so happy that I read this. And oh my gosh, like, this was the most incredible surprise. Again, like, I did expect to like this book, but I didn't expect to fall in love, and I did indeed, and so did they. And I don't know if I mentioned, this has amazing positive fat representation, and we also have, once again, Indian American main characters, and it's just incredible. Like, I don't know what more to say. Please, everyone, pick up this book. And like, I do feel like I don't actually fully remember Dating Dr. Dill, unfortunately, but I loved this even more. So I think even if you maybe didn't love Dating Dr. Dill, I do still think you should give this a try. And you could also read this if you didn't read that one. I do think for the full experience it's better to read that one, but like, you don't have to. So I will shut up, and I will talk to you very soon.